So Mary Kay really helped me grow as a woman, but also as a leader, and really a good listener, and how to develop the best in people. And I think that comes from listening and just hearing what their goals are, and then helping them get that. Mary Kay always said, help others get what they want and you'll get what you want. And I've just transferred that into real estate. You help others get what they want and you get what you want. So, I mean, it really is a win-win for everybody.
I think that's good life advice, if I'm being honest.
It's true.
Welcome back to Raise Your Connection. Today I have with me Nancy. Do I say O'Hara or O'Hara?
It's O'Hara.
O'Hara.
Yes.
Okay, Nancy O'Hara, real estate agent. Funny thing about your last name that I wanted to say to you the first time I met you, but I was like, maybe I shouldn't say anything. But now I know you a little bit. I can go there.
Okay.
So one of my favorite movies is this movie by Bruce Lee called Enter the Dragon. You know about that?
I loved Bruce Lee, but
you love Bruce Lee?
Oh, absolutely! I'm total major fan.
Okay, we're friends.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've probably seen that movie.
You probably
and
have
I
seen
shouldn't
it.
know the name, but
Yeah.
you know, it's escaped me. But yes, I mean, I love Bruce Lee.
Okay, I love it. So, long story short, the main villain's main henchman fights Bruce Lee's character, and his name is O'Hara. And it's funny. It's funny to me. I wanted to make this joke to you. When he's fighting Bruce Lee in the film, he gets mad because he's losing, and so he tries to get dirty, and he takes some bottles and breaks them, and he's like he's gonna kill him, and his master's going, O'Hara, O'Hara,
O'Hara, O'Hara.
And I was gonna do that to you, but I was like, maybe she doesn't know.
Oh, that's too funny. Well, you know, we married late in life, or I, married my husband and took his name then. But, so I guess at the time, years ago, when I was watching the Bruce Lee movies, it just never,
click.
No connection at all. Now,
I'm gonna send that clip to you now.
Yeah, exactly. I would probably go, oh my gosh, too funny. Yeah.
So thank you for being here today, Nancy.
Sure.
Awesome. So you, I guess when it comes to real estate, we've talked about it before. You actually do luxury real estate, but that doesn't mean you don't do everything else, correct?
Oh, that's so true.
Okay.
Because, I've kind of fell into the luxury market. It wasn't necessarily, when I started real estate, thinking that's where I was, going to land. And, just when I meet people, if it's just the right connection, it doesn't matter if they're first time home buyers, if they're downsizing. I've had quite a few clients that are downsizing. And so oftentimes that isn't really a luxury market, you know, for a downsizer.
Right.
But there again, I've got couples that are definitely luxury market, and I just really love that market because I'm so familiar with it. That's where I live. And I think I had mentioned to you when we had chatted before that I didn't start in a luxury market.
Right.
I started, in a townhome, and then, from there used the equity and then moved on up. And my husband being a custom home builder, I mean, that just kind of was a shoe-in for luxury market. We built our own home. And so, and then I'm around a lot of the other builders that are in the same market that he is, which is all luxury. And so, I just, like I say, I kind of fell into it more than it was a planned thing.
Yeah. I mean, you have to operate in what you know, right? And what you have experience in.
Exactly.
So it totally makes sense.
Yes.
And yeah, your house is awesome. I've seen Nancy's house. It's, they built a nice,
we love
beautiful house.
We really do love it. And some of the fun parts about being married to a custom home builder. He talks to all the other builders, and they're always talking about what's new and what's cool and what's changed in the market, and what's just cutting edge. And so we were able to kind of incorporate a lot of those things into our home that we didn't maybe on our own wouldn't have thought of, but some of his builder friends were doing it. And so it just kind of was a conglomeration of things everybody was doing at the time. It's 4 years old now, so there's probably already new things that are going on that we don't have in our home. But so it was fun.
Do they have like regular meetings where they meet up somewhere, like at a round table and play cards and talk about?
It's more like this. Where they're just kind of sitting, talking and chatting, and not even it being a planned conversation. It's just something that comes up, or we're out. A lot of times some of the other builders will say, hey, I'm building at so and so place, you want to come take a look? And so we just kind of go take a preview before it's actually maybe fully complete, and that's where we start to kind of see some of these ideas that are happening at that point.
That's awesome, actually.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
So so if you've been listening so far, Nancy's husband is a custom home builder. So you being a realtor, I would think that's an advantage, right? Or is it a disadvantage? Or
well, I think of it as an advantage because I can bounce all kinds of ideas off of him, and he just is so familiar with real estate. He's been as a builder, when you finish the home, you need to have a realtor that is going to sell the home.
Right.
And so over the years, he's worked with so many different realtors and had ones that he's really enjoyed, and others that, were, maybe not such a good fit for him. But he's learned a lot, about real estate. And so when I talk to him about things, it just feels like I'm almost talking to another realtor, even though he doesn't have the license per se.
But he knows the game.
He's got the experience,
So you guys are a good fit.
We are a really good fit. And what's been really nice too is when I do actually list a home, he is so helpful and comes and, does kind of handyman type work. He's really great at that over the years. In fact, before he actually was a custom home builder, he had a business that he managed for 11 years that what they did is they did home repairs. so he just really is good at that.
You have a mega advantage.
I feel like I do, because he wants me to be successful and wants the deal to happen. And if he can do things and, small things, I mean, if it gets to be something more than just a handyman type thing, then of course, then he knows people in the trades that will, help us with that. But so many things he'll just come and do himself. And those are freebies for my clients. And they really appreciate that he's so knowledgeable and helpful, and, can just kind of do those little tasks that a lot of times need to be done to just make the house perfect. And then even also for my buyers, what's happened is that when they find houses they really like, a lot of times he'll go take a look at them with me.
Oh, he'll go look.
Yeah, he's amazing. And, he'll give ideas of what he thinks, maybe might be potential things that could be improved with the home, or maybe things to look out for, that maybe this might be something that we, might, want to consider, when we're making the offer.
I think when we were talking last time, and your husband was there, and he was even saying that he can keep people from freaking out over stuff that they might freak out over, right? Like, it's like, wait a minute, this isn't that big of a deal. It can be easily repaired. It's not the end of the world. I think that's a pretty cool advantage too, right?
That's his experience speaking. It really is. And he says that to me about everything. When it comes to a house, he's like, anything could be changed or fixed, anything. He said, there's a price to it.
Of course.
So obviously, but yeah.
Cool.
He's so knowledgeable. It's just, it blows me away, to be quite frank with you, that, how much knowledge he has in the housing industry about just homes. And when you know how a home is built, boy, oh boy, as a realtor, having that kind of knowledge behind you, it's it has really helped with my success. And my
Amazing.
clients love it because
I bet.
he's so honest.
Yeah.
I mean, just to the core.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's nice. He tells people not what they want to hear,
Yeah.
but what
Yeah.
reality is,
Mhm.
which is nice. But he's soft about it. He's not like, beat him over the head. But yeah, just really, they can trust him.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about trust.
Sure.
Trust,
really is.
experience, knowledge. You guys got a heck of a combo going on. So
I appreciate you
think,
saying that. But we agree. I mean, not in a boastful way, but we know that we're a great team,
Mhm.
and that whoever hires us really is going to get our best, because we really want to get to know our clients too. We're not just out for the transaction. We want them to have the home that they really want. And, so we're really there for them.
Beautiful. Beautiful. So a lot of times people get into real estate, right? And they have experience from something else.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think your experience is interesting.
Thank you.
You did, it was the Mary Kay, right?
I did.
So I've known about Mary Kay ever since I was a wee lad, and I think even the first time we talked, I was like, did you have a pink Cadillac?
Sure did.
That's what I associate it with, is that pink Cadillac. It has Mary Kay on the side of it. So what do you have to do to get that? Like, what is that to get the pink Cadillac?
Well,
what's the criteria?
It really has to do with leadership.
Mm-hmm.
And when you have a team of women that you're working with, it's the productivity of you and your team.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're helping others be successful, then it just helps you. And that's really what it boils down to is sales from your group. So for over 2 decades, I drove a pink Cadillac. So,
wow.
Yeah.
So you were like...
It was a wonderful time in my life. And not only just pink Cadillac, but they have what they call top director trips.
Okay.
That are kind of a step above pink Cadillac that a lot of people really are unaware of. I mean, the public.
I didn't know. Please explain.
Yeah. Well, really what it boils down to is volume of sales, again, from your leadership, from your team. And when you have certain leadership or certain productivity, then you have a pink Cadillac. And then beyond that, you get to keep the pink Cadillac, but then they give you options each year of where the trip is going to be.
Wow.
And you and your spouse, all expenses paid. They even actually send you, like $300, $400, $500 for maybe meals that wouldn't potentially be covered during the time where you're on your trip. Or maybe use it for spending money, whatever you want.
How many of those trips did you win?
7.
Holy moly.
And so I've been to Greece, Switzerland, Venice, Rome, Alaskan cruise, Austria. I'm trying to think of all of them.
Beautiful.
But they're just
God.
wonderful, wonderful experiences. So Mary Kay really helped me grow as a woman, but also as a leader.
Mm-hmm.
And really a good listener, and how to develop the best in people. And I think that comes from listening and just hearing what their goals are, and then helping them get that. Mary Kay always said, help others get what they want and you'll get what you want. And I've just transferred that into real estate. You help others get what they want and you get what you want. It really is a win-win for everybody.
I think that's good life advice, if I'm being honest.
True.
Right?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You said you went to Switzerland. I just remembered a story. We've been to Switzerland, and I remember. So I like to go to McDonald's in whatever country I'm in, because I want to see what they have. And in this particular moment, we had all been, partying and drinking and everything, and I didn't want the food that we had at the house we were at. I was like, I want McDonald's. And so I had to go we found a McDonald's, and we went down there, and we went through the drive-thru, and I go, does anybody speak English? And they go, no. And I was like, but that's English. But I was like, we're going to have to make this work somehow. And I ended up ordering, I don't know how.
You probably point to the pictures, right?
Well,
there's a way.
I was in the drive-thru.
Language,
I don't know how I communicated it, but I got I got everybody what they wanted.
Oh my goodness.
But I feel like in Switzerland, they want you got to speak German in Switzerland. What was your experience?
Well, because of Mary Kay, they had us pretty sheltered. And so all the guides,
okay.
that we had,
Yeah.
they spoke English.
Yeah,
And,
you had the best of the best.
we were kind of like upper echelon. I know one of the hotels, I actually happened to notice the price per evening. It was $785 a night.
Ooh.
So, I mean, we were treated pretty plush,
Yeah.
In fact, it was kind of funny because a lot of times when they'd come to get us for dinners, they'd come and there'd be limos and stuff. And there'd be people that would be watching like, who are those movie stars or who are those people, and we're all in our fancy garb and coming out and going to dinner and the limos. And
that's amazing.
Yeah, it was a pretty,
you got to live life like a star.
I did. I mean, I felt like that during those, times that we were away. Yeah.
So I haven't been to Rome. I've been to Italy, but I have yet to go to Rome. Did you like Rome? Was it
my favorite? My absolute favorite.
Italy's my favorite country.
That particular trip, and I think this is probably kind of silly, but you're talking about foods.
Mm-hmm.
I ate lasagna.
Oh yeah.
At every single restaurant that we went to for the whole week. I probably put on 5 pounds, but it was really interesting that every place had a little different take on their lasagna.
Yep.
And that was super fun. By the end of the trip, everybody was like, we know what you're going to order. It's like, don't even need to bring me a menu. I'm sure you have it on the menu. I'll take lasagna.
I love a good lasagna.
So it was pretty fun.
Oh man. And
the fountains and the architecture and the Colosseum. And I mean, there's just so much history there.
Yes.
I mean, it's
amazing.
It
was the strongest empire of the world back in the day, right? So the food, oh my God. Oh, it's like even
I'm an Italian lover. So
yeah. Even in
Italian food lover, I should say.
Oh yeah, you better say you better.
The way I said that, it kind of came out a little.
We don't want Chuck to get mad. I even cooked a meal a couple times and just going to the grocery store, getting those ingredients to make a pasta. I was like, oh my God, this is better than a restaurant that I go to in America. Like it's a whole different ball game there. But anyway, I'm sorry. So
just an amazing city.
So you got to travel the world as a superstar with Mary Kay. Mm-hmm. Did you retire from there or?
Not really.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of those companies where you can just do it as you choose. And so I do it very little now because once I started my real estate career, let me just kind of back up.
Sure.
I had my 40th anniversary with Mary Kay. And at that point, I just thought, I've kind of done everything that I have wanted to do in that business. And I had just always had this desire to be involved in real estate, but I was, I guess, married, to my Mary Kay business. Right. And I wasn't really ready. And so there was something, I don't know what it was, just probably age, timing, all of the things that happened, and that 40-year hit. And I thought, I'm going to try something new. And so I decided to go ahead and become a realtor and utilize all those skills and all those, that confidence that I had gained in that business and transfer it over to
and that network.
And my network.
That's what it's all about in real estate.
Yeah. And
how
so
many
that
people
has
do
been
you
helpful.
know?
Well, a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of people, I've put myself out there over the years. And so that has been really helpful. And my first transaction was with one of my Mary Kay customers I would think really trusted me.
Yeah.
And we had a long-term, relationship. And so we decided to do the real estate transaction together, and we just had a ball.
Beautiful.
And it wasn't like either one of us felt like we had to get to know each other. The relationship was already
there. That's amazing. That's the good stuff.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So I don't want to just harp on Mary Kay. I just never get to talk about it.
Sure.
What is it? Is it, I don't know what it is.
Well, what it is it's a cosmetic company, but Mary Kay always said cosmetics were really the vehicle to helping women grow and develop.
Okay.
And so it is a direct sales company where you can add people if they become a customer, and they don't have to be a customer, but generally they become a client.
Mhm.
And you show them the products and they fall in love with the products. And at that point, then if they would like to go ahead and become a distributor or a representative,
Gotcha.
that sort of
Okay.
thing, they become a representative. And then at that point, they then can show products to their friends and
Mhm.
family and all kinds of people in their life. And then my responsibility when I guess sponsored, those people would be a
Mhm.
word that you could use, then I was required to train them and help them become
Gotcha.
successful.
Okay.
But I was paid for that, not out of what they would make. So they would make the same from the company, whether I helped them or not,
Mhm.
that sort of thing. But the more I helped them, the more
Of
successful
course.
they became, and the more that I would be paid. And so
Gotcha.
when you've got a very large group and people are successful,
Mary Kay's like,
therefore
hey,
I'm making,
I'm going to take you to Rome.
yes,
You're going to be a
yes,
superstar.
you're making
You're
a
gonna-
6-figure income, and you're driving a pink Cadillac, and you're going to, and like diamond rings,
There you go.
and these are all things that you can work through.
Are there any dudes in Mary Kay? Is there dudes that sell it? I might have to start selling Mary Kay so I can get those trips.
That's right. No dudes. No, you just do it. And
No, I'm sorry, men. Are there any men selling it?
Dudes. I thought you said dudes.
Yeah.
Yes, in fact, there are men that drive pink Cadillacs, and men that are top people in the company that even actually surpassed where I was in the company.
Yeah.
There's men.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm just laughing at a dude driving a pink Cadillac. That's hilarious.
Oh no, it's really serious. People do all the time. My husband, in fact, loved driving my pink Cadillac.
He used to drive it?
Oh yes, yes. At first he was a little unsure, but
yeah,
he enjoyed it. People would always look,
of
and
course.
a lot of times they're like, hey, because they've heard of the pink Cadillac and know that you have to, work to get it. And so they're giving you the thumbs up, and,
was that Aretha Franklin had a song, Pink Cadillac?
Yeah.
I got to go listen to that now.
Natalie Cole did
so Natalie Cole was the original?
No,
Aretha Franklin did it, and then Natalie Cole did it. Because she's Nat
kind of
Cole's
little different
daughter.
versions, yeah. But
okay,
yeah.
okay. Yeah, I'm going to go research that now. So, okay, back to real estate. Sorry.
All right.
I go on these tangents. So what what area do you focus on? Do you have a specific area you're in?
Well, I do. I live in Washougal,
Mm-hmm.
and so I love that area, and I'm very familiar with it. I lived in Camas for 15 years, so Camas and Washougal are probably the two places that I am really familiar and just have a love for the properties that are in those areas. There's lots of trails. There's lots of properties that have larger lot sizes. Although, Camas is growing, and Washougal too, as far as new construction. And there's a lot of times not very much property around a new construction home.
Right.
They're very, more, in housing developments. But it kind of has it all. I mean, you've got the housing development, you've got the little town, the little cute towns of, Washougal and Camas. And you've got the ports, you've got the waterfront, you've got, the countryside, lots and lots of mountains and trails and lakes. So it's just a great area.
It really
Although my kids live one in North Portland, and then another one in Ridgefield. And I'm getting to know those areas. And there's some beautiful, beautiful properties in both of those areas as well.
Ridgefield's growing, right?
So dramatically. Even just since they've moved out there 5 years ago, it's just continued to grow. So Ridgefield has some beautiful homes and countryside. And they've got the cute little downtown. So they kind of on that side too. So I really focus on Camas and Washougal and kind of the Fisher's Landing, Vancouver, area. Although I'm branching out, like I say, Ridgefield, Philida, Salmon Creek.
So
branching out. So I'm all
if
over
you're in
the
Vancouver,
area.
you can totally help somebody.
Yeah, I actually, for some of my clients, I drove up to Lacey, which is
wow.
Yeah. And we looked at homes up there. So I'm not opposed.
That's a
if
good,
I've got
2
somebody,
hour and a half?
Yeah,
2 hours?
It's right out a 2-hour drive each way.
Yeah.
And so, I'm there for the person, for the couple. If that's, what they've been looking down in the Vancouver area, but haven't found what they'd want, and just kind of saw a development up there that was a 55 plus called Jubilee. I've never heard of it.
Jubilee.
Yeah. And so we went and looked in that area. It was just gorgeous. Ultimately, they ended up deciding to continue to look in Vancouver. But yeah, we went up there one day and looked all over. And so, I feel like I said, I'm there for my client. Whatever their needs are, it's not like I'm trying to shove them into a cookie cutter of what works for me or what I think they should have. It's like I'm just listening to them and being that guide, to help them get what they want.
Beautiful. That's the way it should be, right?
I think so. I treat people like I'd like to be treated.
There you go.
I want people to listen to me, but I want them to have guidance and knowledge and ability to kind of correct me if I get a little off track. But also ultimately respecting me and knowing that I'm going to be the one living there.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
So, I just, I know my boundaries. Like I say, I want to be knowledgeable and helpful, but not bossy. And you know what I mean? Because sometimes realtors can get a little bit like they know more than what the client even knows about what they want. And that's just not right.
Right. And it's like, like you said, I'm the one who's going to live in this place. So I get the last say, buddy, buckaroo.
Exactly. For sure.
Cool. For sure. So if somebody wanted to do Oregon, you could do that as well?
Well, actually, I'm only licensed in Washington, but I have partners in Oregon that work with me. So my clients that have wanted to move to Oregon have worked with me, and I've lined them up with people that are a good match for them. Because sometimes if you're just kind of like thinking, I'm just going to look in Oregon, and it's just kind of open to who's a good realtor, that sort of thing. And so somebody that they know is going to work well, with me, and I can work with them through them.
Gotcha.
So we just have a great referral service, and I know a lot of Oregon realtors that are amazing. So I can definitely help somebody that wants to, I may not write up the contract, but I'm very involved in
you have
the process,
you know people.
Yes, absolutely helping them. Yeah.
If somebody wanted to build their own house, would Chuck? Could you get Chuck to do it, or is he done? Is he out of the game?
He's not done, but he again wants it to be the right fit. Because he is getting up there, in age, and like I say, he's not retired, but yet he's
taking the jobs he wants.
He does, yeah. Because I kind of think back about, years ago, it was just anybody that wanted to build a house. He was like, hey, I'm your man. Now it's kind of like, are we a good fit? Can this, because he wants them to be super happy.
Right.
And if it's not a good fit right up front, personality wise, because
absolutely,
he's kind of said, it is like a marriage, and you're both sitting on one side of the table fighting, the weather, the interest rate, the, subcontractors,
all the little obstacles,
all of that. And we don't have time to argue and fight. And, we're on the same side of the table. We're not adversaries coming at this. So if he doesn't feel they can be on the same side of the table, that you get clues when you're getting to know somebody. And if he kind of feels that friction, then he just kind of refers him to one of his other builder friends that maybe is a little younger, a little bit more hungry, and willing to, take on maybe a little bit more of a challenge of a personality.
Of course. I love it. That's how it is. It's like once you get to a certain level, you can be that way.
Yeah.
Once you get to a certain level of success, you can be like,
a little bit more selective, but it's really for their benefit too,
absolutely,
as well as his, because you want the whole process to be enjoyable for you both, not just, one.
Absolutely. So, okay, well, if anybody wants to reach out to you, what's your preferred method of contact, Nancy?
I love it if they just call me.
Just give you a
I
call?
love the voice to voice. I mean, granted, you can text me and then I can call you, but I mean, just picking up the phone and hearing somebody say, we got your name and we'd love to work with you or get to know you. Can we meet? That sort of thing. So, calling, texting, I think
Okay.
phone is probably the
That's
best.
your bet. That's like,
Well, sometimes email can get to spam. I mean, you don't
That's
even
true.
know,
That's true.
sometimes. And so they might think, gosh, she's not even responding to me. And I'm like clueless. I even got an email, So yeah, I think that picking up the phone and just that voice to voice, really starting the personality, getting to know each other
got it.
right up front.
What's your website, so that, because your phone number is going to be on there, right?
Oh yeah, and
Okay.
my website is nancyoharahomes.com.
Boom.
And my email, even though, like I said, take it for what it's worth, is nancy@nancyoharahomes.com. So
boom.
It's pretty easy there. Yeah.
All right, cool. And we'll put it on the screen so people can easily see it.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, it'll be awesome.
I'd love to hear from you.
Yes.
If you have any questions, then that's what I'm here for.
Beautiful. Well, Nancy, before we go,
okay,
you have to answer the question everybody else answers.
What's that?
What is your perception or definition, or how do you see, when I say the word connection, what does that mean to you?
What it means to me, connection, would be when you both walk away from a conversation and you feel like you've been seen and heard by the other person.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's connection.
Mm-hmm.
When you walk away and you think that person didn't really see me or hear me, then that wasn't really a connection.
Yeah, it was like a waste of time.
Yeah. And so you don't always know what the other person is thinking and feeling. But generally speaking, if you feel the connection, a lot of times they do too.
I think that's true.
They do too. And so for me, a big part of it is being a really good listener, being really honest, having great eye contact, making sure that you are making mental notes about what's important to this person. Because Mary Kay always taught me that we all have this big sign that says, make me feel important.
Yes.
Make me. Listen to me. I'm important. And so I've learned over the years that I love that. So I know others love that and want that. So I try to think, if they talk about their dog or their grandkids or whatever it is that's close to their heart, maybe it's riding horses, I remember that. And I try to bring that back up, not so that it can be a sales technique, but just because I know it's important to them. And it's, again, going to create that connection and that bond between us.
Yes.
Just like one of my really good clients, they haven't purchased yet, but they want to, and their little girl turned 2 yesterday.
Yeah.
So the day before her birthday, I said, I'm sure you're getting ready for the big party, that sort of thing. But it wasn't sales. It was because I really was excited for them and just thinking about a little one turning 2 years old. And I sent them a picture of my little granddaughters, one that's 2.5 and one that's 3.5, and together, and just again that
it's
connection that hey, I'm seeing them grow up so fast. And I said, I know you're appreciating her growing up so fast and being, they do, and just seeing that in my grandkids. So that kind of thing, again, is you're not really talking to them, but you are through text and creating that connection there. So that to me, I guess, whenever it's kind of a long-winded,
no, it's beautiful. I love it.
Connection, but those are kind of some of the things that just come to my mind when, I think about connection.
No, absolutely. I think it's like you're saying, it's all about being authentic, being your authentic self.
Sure.
Showing that other person that you're not being like this narcissist and it's not all about you. I'm here to listen to you. Like you said, I'm listening to you. And then I'm going to prove that I was listening to you. Not just to prove it, but I prove it by the way I address you later on, down the road. So I think that's an awesome way to view connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, and I don't think there's anything more golden than hearing our own names. So that's one thing I try to do, is to use people's names whenever and remember their names. And I'm always kind of surprised when people say, "Oh, I'm just so bad with names." I'm thinking, get good with names then. Don't give in to that. "Oh, I'm so bad with
I know.
names."
Don't just use that as an
Hello,
excuse.
get
Nobody
good.
likes that. Yeah.
Get good.
Yeah.
Because if you know people love it and you love it, well, then why would you just acquiesce to being bad at something?
Yeah,
You know,
like you don't
that's
do
a
that with
choice.
anything else.
No, it's
right?
a choice. And so I tell myself I'm good at names and I use their name. And and we all get kind of in a situation where we meet somebody and we forget their name.
Mm-hmm.
And so right away, within just few minutes, I always try to say their name.
Mm-hmm.
And if all of a sudden I can't think of it, it's so much easier right then to say, "And what was your name again?"
Yeah, just say it or
then
ask.
to 2 days later or the next conversation, you
It's like, I forgot your name.
Yes,
Yeah, it's so
yes.
awkward.
So I mean, it's just like right away I use it, and then I can, kind of put it to memory.
See, you have a technique.
Yes,
You got a technique.
yes, I use it right away,
Mhm.
and that helps.
Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends. What is it?
And influence
people.
Mm-hmm.
He's got some techniques in that book. I forget how to really break them down, so I'm not even going to try. But they have helped me. I remember
Becomes
people's
natural,
names. Yeah, I remember people's names. So cool. Well,
even
that,
last names, right?
For
the
O Hara. O Hara.
Bruce Lee. Oh, I'm gonna pull that one out.
Yes.
One of those old movies.
Yeah, I'm gonna send
way
you that
back,
clip.
right?
It's gonna be awesome. Okay, well, with that, thank you, Nancy,
You're
for
welcome. Thank
being
you.
my guest, and
Absolutely.
we'll have to do this again sometime.
I love it.
All right.
I'll bring my husband next time
Yes,
around.
we'll get Chuck in here.
Yeah,
We'll
that'd
really
be
have some
great.
fun.
I'd love it.
All right, later,
You would
guys.
too. Bye-bye.